Hari Om friends, welcome once again to our Sanatan Duniya Channel, your spiritual home. In this video, I shall be narrating the story or katha of the Yogini Ekadashi Vrat, which normally comes during the Krishna Paksha or dark fortnight of the Ashada month of the Hindu calendar, which normally corresponds to either June or July month of the English calendar. The katha or story of this Yogini Ekadashi Vrat is as follows. Yudhishthir Maharaj said, O Supreme Lord, I have heard the glory of Nirjala Ekadashi, which occurs in the bright fortnight of the month of Jyeshta, May or June. Now I want to hear from you about the Shuddha Ekadashi, which takes place during the dark fortnight of the month of Ashada, June or July. Please tell me about it in detail, O slayer of the demon Madhusudana. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna then replied, O King, I am truly telling you about the best day of fasting, the Ekadashi, which comes during the darkness of the month of Ashada. Known as Yogini Ekadashi, it removes all sinful reactions and gives supreme liberation. O King, this Ekadashi liberates people who are drowning in the vast ocean of material existence and transports them to the other shores of the spiritual world. In all the three worlds, it is the most important of all holy fast days. Now I will reveal this truth to you by talking about the story told in the Puranas. The king of Alakapur, Kuvera, the treasurer of the Devas, demigods, was a faithful worshipper of Lord Shiva. He employed a servant named Hemamali as his personal gardener. Hemamali, a yaksha like Kuvera, was very lustfully passionate about his wife, Swarupavati, who had large enchanting eyes. Hemamali's daily duty was to visit Lake Manasarovara and take flowers to his master Lord Kuvera, who used them in puja offerings to Lord Shiva. One day, after picking the flowers, Hemamali went to his wife instead of returning directly to his master and fulfilling his duty of bringing flowers for the puja. After indulging in carnal love affairs with his wife, he forgot to return to Kuvera's residence. O King, while Hemamali was enjoying himself with his wife, Kuvera started worshipping Lord Shiva as usual in his palace and soon noticed that no flowers were ready to be offered for the midday puja. The absence of such an important object, Upachara, further angered the great Koshad Yaksha, treasurer of the Devas, and he asked the Yaksha's messenger, why did the impure Hemamali not come with the flowers as he does every day? Go find out the exact reason and inform me personally your findings. The Yaksha returned and said to Kuvera, O dear sir, Hemamali has gone astray to enjoy bodily pleasures with his wife. Kuvera, hearing this, became extremely angry and immediately summoned the humble Hemamali before him. Knowing that he had performed his duties rudely and insolently and exposed himself to the body of his wife, Hemamali came to his master with great fear. The gardener bowed and then stood before his master, whose eyes were red with anger and his lips quivering with anger. Thus enraged, Kuvera shouted at Hemamali, O you sinful scoundrel! O destroyer of religious principles! You are a walking insult to the Devas. Therefore I curse you to suffer from white leprosy and divorce your beloved wife. You only deserve great suffering. Vile fool, leave this place now and take yourself to the lower planets to suffer. And so Hemamali immediately fell from grace at Alakapur and contracted the terrible white leprosy. He woke up in a dense and scary forest with nothing to eat or drink. So he spent his days in misery, unable to sleep at night because of the pain. He suffered both in winter and summer, but because he continued to worship Lord Shiva himself with faith, his consciousness remained pure, fixed, and stable. Although he was involved in great sin and its reaction, he remembered his past life of piety. After wandering here and there in the mountains and plains for some time, Hema Mali finally reached the vast expanse of the Himalayan mountain ranges. There, he had the wonderful good fortune to come in contact with the great holy soul Markandeya Rishi, the best of ascetics, whose lifespan is said to have lasted 7 days of Brahma. Markandeya Rishi was sitting quietly in his ashram, looking as radiant as another Brahma. Hema Mali, feeling very sinful, stood far away from the great sage and humbly bowed down and offered his choicest prayers. For Markandeya Rishi was always interested in the welfare of others, he saw the leper and called him close. "O you, what sins have you committed to deserve this terrible suffering?" Hearing this, Hema Mali replied with pain and shame, "Dear sir, I am the servant of Lord Kuvera Yaksha and my name is Hema Mali. My daily service was to pick flowers from Manasarovara lake for the worship of Lord Shiva by my master Kuvera. But one day I was careless and delayed returning the sacrifice because I was seized with a lustful passion to enjoy the pleasures of the flesh with my wife. When my master found out why I was late, he cursed me with great anger to be what I am before you. So now I am without my home, my wife, and my service. But fortunately, I met you, and now I hope to receive your auspicious blessing because I know that devotees like you are compassionate as the Supreme Lord, Bhakta Vatsala, and always keep the interests of others at heart. This is their nature and your nature. O best of sages, please help me." The soft-hearted Markandeya Rishi replied, "Since you have told me the truth, I will tell you about a day of fasting that will benefit you greatly. If you fast during the dark fortnight of Ashada month, you will surely remove this terrible curse." Hema Mali fell down in full gratitude and again humbly offered obeisances to him. But Markandeya Rishi stood there and lifted poor Hema Mali to his feet and filled him with indescribable happiness. As the sage advised him, Hema Mali obediently observed the Ekadashi fast, and as a result, he became a beautiful Yaksha again. Then he returned home, where he lived very happily with his wife. Lord Shri Krishna concluded, "So you see, O Yudhishthira, that fasting on Yogini Ekadashi is very powerful and good. Whatever you gain by feeding 88,000 Brahmins is also gained simply by observing a strict fast on Yogini Ekadashi. For one who fasts on this holy day of Ekadashi, she, Ekadashi Devi, destroys masses of sinful reactions of the past and makes him pious. O King, thus I have explained to you the purity of Yogini Ekadashi." Thus ends the description of the splendor of Ashada Krishna Ekadashi or Yogini Ekadashi of the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. So friends, here ends the description and story of the Yogini Ekadashi Vrat. I hope you liked this video, and if you did like it, then please hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I wish all of you the successful and joyful observance of all the Ekadashis, and I pray that Lord Vishnu's and Lord Krishna's blessings be upon all of us. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day ahead. Hari Om.